The camera never lies. See, they process image burned inside. There was a time where we'd reside without the spoon that feeds our mind. Cumbersome and hard to get, yet some were bet to some extent. If they weren't snapping, they'd forget their grandparents or family pet. And these are portraits hung on walls, forgotten in museum halls, the history in toilet stalls. We see how people lived before. Memento mori. The knowledge grew, so did the scene, so moving image now was key, and people keen to see on screens the foreign places never been. And there they went to fight. 2 world wars where blood was spilled, so now the camera's always filming broken homes and evil villains, politicians, slave trade buildings, binding families torn apart in war in which they all took part. Without the knowledge of the lies, this revolution televised. The product sold from product lines to heal the sick and strengthen ties, and when we all were blown to blitz, they started selling helpful tips. Women, please don't look like shit. You've got a country's frame to fit, and husbands who weren't shot to bits can soothe the war by getting pissed. And then crept the lethargy. Electrons danced on phosphorus screens, and folks are told that prosperous means a family holiday overseas, exotic spots that you've now seen in red, green and blue. And you helped the cause and fought those wars. Your dogs are barking, rest those paws. The rest of us were restless cause the rest were busy building walls and changing rules for what we saw. We're far less privy than before. The editor's hands must be sore. The footage never seen before and then never seen again. But when the media had its spin, the fingers pointed, look at him and her in lights that you've not seen, because life is just peripheral. Have some opinions. You are hapless minions, and you happen to live in these happy conditions, cause habits, traditions and satisfied livings have shackled you, glued in entrapment. You're prisoners in your own front room, with one big eye ogling you. Obnoxious views of how to live and where to go and what to give and who to give it to. Who's the bad against the poor? Ties used before, now strengthen wars. We all applaud, they hold the floor. The country's never seen before, and you probably never will. So as the Hollywood era dies, machinery rises galvanized with cost-effective etiquette. No more subjective teletext. So point and shoot and click and snap, avoid consuming tit for tat, assuming you can live with that. The revolution's here, attack. Remember that a camera never lies. It's just the person stood behind it.